Alright, so my wife just had a baby a day ago. I'm in the hospital still. I gained 55 pounds in this pregnancy. I am now 250 pounds. So all this weight is going to be gone. 250 pounds. I'm a pregnant man, and my wife had the baby.
Hey, it's Patrick Jones, and yes, that was me back in 2009 when I was at my peak weight of 280 pounds. I was morbidly obese, and yes, I was a personal trainer training clients. I want to ask you a question. Are you right now stuck in your weight loss? You're not getting any results right now. Maybe you are working out at the gym and you're just seeing nothing out of it. You might be working out 5, 6, 7 hours a week, but you're seeing no results whatsoever. Or maybe you're not working out at all. You're just having a hard time getting motivated. And you have at least 20 pounds to lose. Maybe you have 30. Maybe you have 40. Maybe you have 50 pounds to lose. Look, I get where you're at. I really understand. I was once there. And in this video, I'm going to help you move you forward from where you are now to where you want to be.
We've finally made it. After 7 long days, 3 videos, and dozens of comments, the 20 pounds, 6 weeks ultimate body fat challenge is finally here. In case you missed it, any of the first 3 videos, here's what we covered. In video number 1, the biggest myths that are stopping you from losing weight. And we also covered the 3 metabolic triggers that will speed your metabolism so that you can start losing weight right away. In video number 2, we covered the entire 7-step fat loss formula to lose 20 pounds in just 6 weeks without ever going on a diet or going to the gym. And we also covered how to follow a habit diet-based plan to get you 10 times faster results. And in video number 3, we covered the pressing questions that you had about how to lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks. We went right through all those, and we went through the 8 fat loss habits that if you do these specific habits every single day, it's going to result in about a 2 to 3 pounds of weight loss every single week and very consistent. We're off to video number 4. To be honest, this video I'm really most excited about. But before I get into the good stuff, I need to be clear about who this video really is for. This video is for people that are ready to get back on track and start losing real, sustainable, long-term weight loss without it being some quick fix diet solution that we both know does not work, and are ready to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 weeks while learning how to not just lose the weight, but to keep it off at the same time. And that are ready to make real permanent lifestyle changes through nutrition and through exercise and changing your habits and changing these habits in your life so that you never have to ever worry about your weight ever again. And I'm pretty sure that's why you're here. So in this final video, I'm going to reveal to you what the 20 pound 6 week ultimate body weight challenge is all about, and why it's so different than any other so-called diet or fat loss program out there, and what it's going to do for you, and how you'll be able to drop 20 pounds of real fat in the next 6 weeks with absolutely zero cardio and absolutely no dieting whatsoever, all while increasing your metabolism safely. So before I tell you what's inside the challenge, I want to tell you what the 20 pound 6 week challenge is not about. The 6 week challenge is not about working out insane amount of hours in the gym, doing tons of cardio, all sorts of crazy stuff like P90X, insanity, boot camp workouts. It's nothing like that whatsoever. And you're not even, to be honest, you're not going to work out more than 2 hours per week. And yes, you will still lose 20 pounds in the 6 weeks. I mean, that's crazy, but yes, that's what this program is all about. And you know, you're not going to be taking any type of sorts of pills. It's not about that to lose weight or some type of low-carb craze diet or anything like that, because that's all going to slow your metabolism. And it's not about starting a program all on your own with no support and no coaching that, you know, to really hope that you stay on track with it all on your own to lose that weight. And the 6 week challenge, here's what it is really all about. It's about creating long-term, sustainable fat loss habits to help you lose 2 to 4 pounds per week consistently, and getting fast results safely and most effectively in the shortest amount of time using a simple, very simple nutrition and exercise system that works. And it's all about giving you all the tools that you're going to need, the support you're going to need to lose 20 pounds in the challenge, whether it's custom meal plans, it's shopping lists, the 10-minute fat-burning workouts, recipes, one-on-one support with me and as your very own nutritionist and personal trainer. And the 6 week challenge is about toning your entire body, Dropping tons of fat at the same time while working out in just less than 10 minutes per day without ever needing to go to the gym. And dropping 20 pounds of fat, pure fat, off your body with a proven 3-phase nutrition and accountability system so you can get the results that you want. And it's about implementing the 7-step reshaping formula into your lifestyle and how to lose weight the right way.
That video that you saw was actually a video that my wife took, that I told her, I said, look, Rebecca, I want you to take a video of me in the hospital because today is the day that I'm going to change. I'm going to start my program and I'm going to lose weight no matter what. This is the day it's going to happen. And guess what happened at that weight of 240 and that same day? That night, I ended up binging on the cafeteria food, and eating my wife's food, and just, I got so triggered. I was so scared and afraid to start that it triggered me to actually eat more food and binge again that same night. And every day since then, until about 4 months, I ended up gaining 40 more pounds from March to about November of 2009.
Now, here's the 6-week body fat challenge. Here's how it exploits every so-called diet book, every diet center, anything you can think of that requires you to get on track. First off, let me ask you a question. How many of those programs, anything at all, whether it's a low-carb diet, diet center, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, anything like that, how many of those teach you how to lose weight by changing your habits and behaviors while dropping fat at the same time? Program here: cleanses, juices, and fast, right? Does that teach you to have sustainable habits? Absolutely not. Jenny Craig? No, it definitely not. Jenny Craig's about packages and eating specific meals and foods, and you can only eat these meals and that's it. You can't really go beyond that. Eating less food, which is basically calorie restricting, that's not going to teach you sustainable weight loss. In fact, it's going to slow your metabolism down, and it's not going to teach you those habits. Low-carb diets do not teach sustainable habits whatsoever. They do restrict calories again and take out one macronutrient, and that's not going to give you a habit for the rest of your life to maintain. Weight Watchers, that says you have to count points all the time, and that's definitely not going to teach you sustainable habits. Just on teaching you how to count points, it's really what it's going to teach you. 21-Day Fix, there's a program called that, and that's not going to teach you as well sustainable habits whatsoever because it's only 21 days long. And any other 30-day this, 21 that, or 45-day this, it's not going to teach you real sustainable habits while losing fat at the same time. So none of them are. Absolutely none of them. So what do all these do really instead? Well, they all focus on losing weight quickly by restricting some type of macronutrient, which is a carb, a fat, or a protein, inside of your diet, which honestly leaves you feeling really sluggish and moody and not really understanding what you should do once you stop, once you get off of those plans. Because the best part about all those plans is really when you get off of them, because they're temporary. And anytime you restrict food intake, and take out any macros, do you know what happens when you do that? It slows your metabolism. And having a slow metabolism means that there's no more fat loss. You can't burn fat if your metabolism is slow. It's just not possible. And even worse than that is that if you start exercising to lose weight at the same time, you end up just storing more fat because your body is in what's called protective mode, because it has no idea when you're going to eat next. It's in this fat storage mode because it's holding on to the protective the amount of fat in your body, because it's no idea, when it's going to get another food inside the body. And if you don't eat enough, body goes back into protective mode. If you work out too much, even just 3 hours of cardio a week or more, your body goes back into that protective mode. And if you go on a low-carb diet too long, first of all, protective mode, but second of all, you could create something called metabolic syndrome, where you just completely shut down your metabolism and you have an extremely difficult time burning forever, for a long time. Even worse, those pounds that you drop from doing cardio come from water weight and muscle, and I've seen it time and time again. And I tell you what, my question for you is, have you ever heard of fat skinny? because that's exactly what happens. And I see it all the time where, you know, it's a low-carb diet, or it's a lot of cardio, or it's focusing on the wrong stuff, and all of a sudden the person looks great in clothes, but when they take their shirt off, it's flab, or the flab on the triceps and the back of the arms, it's there. And that's called fat skinning, something you do not want to have happen. No wonder why so many people have stopped and started eating and workout plans, and maybe had some crazy cravings, craving something at nighttime and wanting this and wanting that, because really they're just missing certain nutrients in the body that are required to have. And now, like, pretty much you become a victim of the yo-yo diet effect, which is you're up and down in weight, you're up and down in weight, and it just happens every year, different times of the year, based on events, based on the time of season, and based on different things.
I took at least 10 before photos. My wife actually took a photo of me, and I said, today's the day, today's the day, today's the day, and I just never started the program. And here's me as a nutritionist, as a trainer. I was still training clients and giving nutrition advice. And you know what? I found myself giving this amazing advice. I was great at what I did, but I just wasn't applying and practicing what I was preaching.
So here's the thing. You may have been successful in past losing weight, but nobody has really ever taught you how to drop real fat fast. Real fat fast. And at the same time, while dropping that fat, focus on changing your habits at the same time so you don't gain any of the weight back. Right? So lose fat fast and lose the weight back by creating new habits. No one's ever done it. Am I right? So look, I get it. I used to be a victim to the low-carb dieting all the time. And I did it so much, did so much cleansing and detoxing and just restricting, you know, not having breakfast, lunch, and just having a dinner and binging at night, that it got to a point where I had a hard time losing weight.
I just, again, was hoping during the day that I would eat healthy. I wasn't planning my meals out, and you know, I would even starve myself during the day and then binge at nighttime because, you know, I thought, okay, you know, I'm going to lose weight, so I'm just not going to eat during the day. And again, here was me preaching not to do that, and I was doing that.
We are getting somewhere here, so just hang with me, hang tight right now, because I have another question for you. Is it possible to speed your metabolism, to speed your metabolic rate, meaning the amount of calories you need per day just to maintain your weight? Right? Can we speed that faster, all while putting your body in a fat-burning state to lose 2 to 4 pounds per week consistently, and to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 weeks? Can we do that? All while only, I'm going to say only, focusing on habit change. Habit change rather than restriction, rather than specific meal plans that say follow this plan only and you're going to lose weight. Can that be possible? Yes! Absolutely can. Basically, habit and behavior change plus putting your body in a fat-burning state 24 hours a day equals 20 pounds of fat burn in just 6 weeks. And that is what the 6-week challenge is all about, that 20-pound 6-week challenge that I'm talking about here. And why so many people are dropping weight quickly and keeping it off.
And the biggest one of all is I just didn't have any accountability. I mean, yeah, I wanted to lose weight, but I was the only one that knew about it. And I knew if I had told somebody else that I was going to do it, or put myself out there, or hired a coach, or did something that was going to get me there, that was going to push me forward, I know and I knew that would help me, but I was afraid to do it because if I had been accountable, then what do I have to do? I have to actually do what I'm saying I'm going to do, right?
And this is why so many people are dropping weight so quickly and keeping it off. So you're probably saying, Patrick, I get it. I will be focusing on changing my habits in the 6-week program, but tell me, how does that burn fat 24 hours a day? Honestly, tell me. Well, it's really simple, actually. The entire program focuses on 2 things to make that happen. Number 1, stabilizing blood sugar. When you stabilize blood sugar, you can actually burn fat 24 hours a day. If you do not stabilize blood sugar, you cannot do that. So stabilizing blood sugar is simple. Basically, you eat the foods that are going to trigger your metabolism to stabilize all day long, from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. And that happens by eating certain foods that make that happen. And the challenge goes over those foods exactly, so you know exactly what you need to eat to stabilize blood sugar. Number 2 is firing up the metabolism and the metabolic rate very quickly and fastly in just 10-minute blast. This is also known as HIIT training and MRT training, which I went over in video number 2. But by doing this, by firing the metabolism in just these quick, fast burst. You're going to see the increase in the metabolism temporarily, and it's going to take effort to bring it back down to its normal rate, which means that effort is caloric intake. That is calories being burnt just to bring it back down to its normal resting metabolism. So now you can burn fat while you sleep just by integrating both these components. And your calories being burnt are now 80 to 90% fat calories instead of 5 to 15%. But how, Rick? Honestly, right? Well, here's what we do in the program. We first focus on removing inflammation, removing all the foods that are actually triggering your body to hold on to fat. It's also called gut inflammation. There's certain toxins that if you eat certain chemicals in certain foods and also certain environmental toxins, your body just stores fat automatically. And if you try to lose weight without removing inflammation first, you'll have a hard time. Okay, so we focus on removing inflammation to burn fat even faster. So the first few weeks of the program are focused on that. And then the second part of the program is focused on lowering glycogen storages. We want to really focus on lowering storages, but not going to a state where it's low carb and 100% dieting of a low carb. So what I mean by that is that most people, when they do, and by the way, let me step back. Low glycogen means low carbohydrate, right? But we want to go there and stay there for a very short period of time in the program. And then what we want to do is once we get to that state where the body's in that lower glycogen state, we want to then rotate those carbohydrates, rotate those macronutrients once we're there. Because again, like I said earlier, if you stay in the low carb state too long, you're going to store fat. And you don't want to do that because your body's going to shut down and go into that shutdown mode because of that metabolic syndrome. Do not want that to happen. So I teach you how to rotate carbs throughout the process, meaning you put carbs in certain days of the week and certain times of the day, and I'm telling you, it fires the metabolism and you start burning fat and you start really getting more confident and feeling really great about yourself because you can see the difference in your body happen right away because of the rotation that happens. And we also focus again on the quick, short metabolic blast. So while all this is going on, while we remove the inflammation, body's cleaned up a little bit, we lower the glycogen storages, get rid of some carbohydrates, some of the ones that are sticking onto the body, and then we start rotating carbs, put them in on a high day, on a low day, on a medium day. Once we do that, then we time the workouts in there so that we can basically work out on certain days of the week that when you work out at this specific time, this specific day, your body becomes in this hyperactive metabolic fat burning machine by working out at one specific hour of the day by putting your body in that specific state where it's only burning fat calories 100% of the time. And that's possible, and this is all based on science, based on putting together that program, and that's exactly what you're going to get in the 6-week challenge. This is all while building a solid foundation of nutrition and workout habits one at a time while progressing over an entire 6 weeks. Now each week you'll get more fat burning habits to follow, so it's not going to throw you 10 habits at the same time. We're gonna master each habit and do something called the 90% rule, where you're gonna be 90% perfect and you have that 10% flexibility, because it needs to be some type of built-in flexibility. Otherwise, you're gonna be set up to fail because perfection doesn't exist. And oh yes, it is true. The workouts are just 10 minutes long, 5 to 6 days per week.
I think the biggest reason that I was stuck was this guy right here, my mindset. I wasn't in the right place. I wanted the results, but I wasn't clear on my mindset, meaning it wasn't in the right place. And I knew I wanted it, but again, I didn't have this guy right. And that was one of the biggest issues that I found that was holding me back as well.
Here's what the Ultimate Body Fat Challenge will do for you. Number one, it's going to ignite your metabolism and teach you how to build long-term sustainable fat loss habits. Number two, it's going to help you drop 20 pounds or more in the next 6 weeks safely and effectively. Number three, it's going to allow you to stay and get motivated to reach all the goals you want because you have so much more confidence. Number four, it's going to increase your energy, it's going to decrease your stress, and allow you to live happier, healthier, and free. Here's the thing, all you have to do is follow the instructions each day, step by step, the instructions that I give to you. And I tell you what, just by following the instructions, you will not have to think about it at all. And you don't have to think about it without even going on a diet or spending hours in the gym. And if you're just starting out right now, or trying to get back on track again, this is going to do it for you. This is going to be the perfect program for you. And all without having to do it all on your own anymore. You have the support. You have the accountability. I'm going to be working with you. And maybe it sounds too good to be true? I thought so too until I saw it work for myself and all my last group of the 20-pound 6-week challengers.
I saw what I was doing. I was looking down at myself and seeing, wow, this is what I'm doing. This is the behaviors that I'm having happen. I knew at that point I could change, but only at that point when I was ready and looking down at myself. Not when I was in the problem, but when I was looking down at myself.
And if you're still not sure, here are a few words I have received from a few of the hundreds of people who are using my formula right now and have lost 20 pounds or more in just 6 weeks.
I did the 6-week body fat challenge, and in the first 6 weeks, I lost 21 pounds.
I lost 29 pounds in the first 6 weeks. I'm kind of freaking out on how easy it was.
And in the following 2 weeks since then, I've lost another 6.
A total of 23 pounds.
It says that 20 pounds in 6 weeks is what the target is, and that's exactly what happened for me.
Dropped 4 pant sizes.
Amazing. I was able to actually drop 24 pounds in the 6 weeks.
Actually ended up dropping down to 5%, almost ridiculous.
And lost exactly 20 pounds.
I did it. I lost 20 pounds.
I lost 17 pounds.
I had really lost 21 pounds.
You made me feel beautiful on my wedding day.
And it worked. I mean, it just worked like a charm.
And if you're still wondering if this approach will work for someone like you, I totally understand. Believe me when I say many others were skeptical too, just like you.
And I'm going to be honest, I was skeptical in the beginning because you were online and I didn't know you, so who wouldn't be?
I was unsure if it would work.
I almost didn't do it.
I mean, how can anyone promise 20 pounds in 6 weeks without dieting and cardio?
And as you can see, the proof is right inside of these success stories sent in from the last 20-pound 6-week group that we had.
7 months later, I am still 25 pounds down.
And I ended up losing 23 pounds before my wedding.
I lost 27 pounds.
23 pounds with it.
I realized after all this stuff that I just needed to set up a whole plan. And that was using my formula, that 7-step reshaping formula. So it's all about having that plan, you know, and getting my mindset right. So having that nutrition plan, that workout plan, and writing it down and being very specific with it, days and times, specific with the nutrition and creating new habits on that. And being accountable to that. I knew I had to be accountable or it wasn't going to work.
Let me just go through a couple ground rules with you. Number one is registration for the challenge will be open for just a short time only, and we're going to begin, the challenge right away. We're going to begin the challenge very soon. And number two, there's a limited number of slots available. Only 50 slots will be available. And you're going to have to be really serious about this. I mean, this is going to be something that you're going to have to commit to. If you really want to lose 20 pounds in just 6 weeks with me, I mean, I'm going to give you everything you're gonna need to do it. You just gotta be serious about it, and that's it. And here's exactly what you're going to get inside the 20-pound 6-week Ultimate Fat Loss Challenge. This is the 3-phase nutrition system. It's amazing. It is just really powerful the way it works. And here's how it works. So the 3-phase fat loss system is like this. So there's different phases here, right? So we have phase number 1, it's 14 days. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but basically that we have specific nutrition goals, and this goal here is to remove toxins inside the body while creating new daily habits. So we want to get rid of the gut inflammation, to shrink the fat cells. We want to increase the energy levels and reset the thyroid, the digestive system, to burn more fat, all without dieting or doing some type of crazy cleanse or quick fix. It's not going to happen here. And phase number 2, again, this is going to be 14 days. You want to focus on really reshaping your habits and just taking it up a notch with those habits. We're going to integrate long-lasting, consistent weight loss habits, and we're going to add new ones every single week that are going to be amazing to add, and you're going to see that progression happen. No calorie counting, and again, we're going to focus on the 90% rule. You're going to also be able to break free from unhealthy relationships with food and emotional eating by focusing on fat-burning habit-based nutrition goals and not a diet, like I said. And you're going to learn how to burn fat forever. So phase 3 is all about losing fat as fast as possible. How much fat can we lose in 14 days without restricting or going any kind of crazy thing? And I call it the fat flush because we're going to flush out the fat. And we're going to do this by rotating carbohydrates for faster fat loss. You're going to get the Living Lean Diet Solution Program. This is a brand new program I've actually not released out to anybody else out there in the public. And you're going to get all all parts of the program, including sample meal plans you can follow each week of the program, and the whole value is $195. And something really cool that you're going to get is inside is a toxicity blueprint. It's going to measure how much toxins you have on day 1 of the program, and then we're going to measure the amount of toxicities you have later on in the program to see, you know, how much inflammation that you've reduced with that as well, which is pretty amazing with that. As I said, in phase 3 of the program, you're going to do the 14-day fat flush. You're going to get that program. It's an $87 value. Now, you're also going to get weekly meal plans and sample ones as well to follow and shopping list to make it more done for you. So again, you don't have to think about it for those that want more specific things to follow, that just want to make it simple. And those are a $35 value. Now, one of the really awesome, cool things you're going to get as well is the Sneaky Fat Burning Breakfast Recipes Manual, which is a $47 value. Pretty much what happened was a lot of my clients, they pretty much came to me and said, Patrick, I need help with breakfast recipes. Do you have anything? And a lot more skipping breakfast. So I created this recipes manual book here that you can just literally follow these breakfast recipes and you're good to go. Okay, that is it for the entire nutrition system. Here's the workout program for the entire 6 weeks. You're going to get the 10-minute bodyweight revolution program. Now, I really truly believe this is one of the best programs out there, and it is truly revolutionary because it is only your body weight. You don't need a dumbbell, you don't need a gym, you can do this in your house. What's really great about it is that I broke it up in different manuals. I have a workout manual that shows all the workouts inside of it. We broke it up into different parts. We have a cardio burn DVD, the sweat and stretch DVD, the total body blasters DVD, and the abs DVD. So each day of the program, the 6-week program, you're going to have a different focus. One day will be your abs day. One day is going to be your cardio day. One day is going to be the total workout day for your whole body. And I'm going to tell you exactly what to do each day of the program. So it's completely done for you, and it's really hands-off. You just got to follow the video, and you're good to go. So how can we make sure that you truly do lose 20 pounds in the next 6 weeks without fail? It's really simple, actually. By following the 7 steps, the actual steps that I went through in video number 2, following them to the T. We do this every single week inside of the program here, inside the challenge. Every week we have a mindset plan, a goal plan, an accountability plan, a nutrition plan, an exercise plan. We track progress every single day. We do all this inside the program, and we develop new goals. So it's not just here's a formula, blah, blah, blah. No, you're going to be using it every day inside the whole program.
So I knew I was missing that piece of accountability, which is also step 4 of my reshaping formula. So what I decided to do was do something radically different that I knew, rather than my wife taking a video, you know, it would be a video, but I'm going to do something with it to be accountable. So I put myself out on the internet. I literally put myself on my blog, shirt off, everything was off, and I said, I'm going to lose, 100 pounds in 6 months.
And this is all going to happen through the weekly coaching, accountability, and implementation calls. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but it is, because it's coaching. I'm going to answer all the questions you have live on the call with you, and I'm going to keep you accountable. So we're going to check in on the phone, and we're going to implement. We're going to have an action plan that I'm going to tell you what to do after that. Now, all this is a $1,497 value, and again, you're gonna be really like live with me, just like if I'm with you one-on-one, and you're gonna have so much success because of this. But one of the biggest problems that people were telling me they were having in all the other diet programs out there, the Weight Watchers, the Jenny Craig, the packaged food, this low carb this, the high carb this, the whatever it was, the books, the exercise routines, all of that stuff, is that actually following it was so difficult because there was so much information inside. It was so overwhelming that they just didn't even get started. And yes, I totally get it. By doing that, it causes lack of focus, and it causes a lot of overwhelm that you might start it and stop it because it's just so much information, and it gets overwhelming, and honestly, it gets confusing as well. And that is why I have simplified it for you into weekly goals and steps inside the 6-week challenge. And so I want to show you here the weekly action plan blueprints and the videos you're going to get. These action plans and blueprints are a $349 value, but what you're going to get is every single week before the week actually starts, you're going to get a video from me going over the entire next week. So I'm going to actually walk you through hand by hand and show you and tell you what you need to do for the next 7 days. Just watch the video. It's so super simple. I mean, I literally step it out as like step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. You can even see it right here. If you take a look at the overview, you know, I go have a little overview of what we're going to be doing, and then the nutrition plan, again, what the phase is, what the goal is, and what the step is. So you can see here, eat protein in every meal, and I tell you how to do that, right? And we do it through, again, take a look at the left side, the mindset plan, goal plan, action accountability plan, nutrition plan, exercise plan, like all those pieces of the puzzle are in there. So you're going to have that laid out for you every single week, what your mindset plan is, what your goal plan is, what your accountability plan is, and so it's really done for you. And I had to make it so simple. So you're going to get the worksheets and also the video access. How cool is that, right? Now each week you're going to get the entire plan delivered to you, as I said, for the following week. In each blueprint you'll have, again, the nutrition, the exercise, and the mindset piece, because I won't let you get stuck. It is my mission to not let that happen. No, and I really won't. And here's how. You're going to have unlimited daily support from me and coaching from me the entire 6 weeks, 100% of the time. And you're going to be able to message me directly. You know, you're going to be able to contact me any second, any minute you would like, and I'm going to make sure you get all the attention that you need, and that's a $997 value. Now, here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the 3-phase nutrition system. You're going to get the Living Lean diet. Inside that, the weekly coaching and implementation calls, the unlimited daily coaching with me, the weekly action plan blueprints and the videos, which I went over, the 10-minute bodyweight revolution program, and the weekly action blueprints. And with all this, you're going to see that it's a total real-world value of $3,442.
And so I took the video, I put it on my blog, and I sent it to all my email subscribers. And because I did that, my mindset changed. Everything changed in my mindset. And I knew, because people, hundreds and hundreds and probably thousands of people, definitely thousands, you know, they saw me, they knew what I was doing. And so from there on, every single week, I actually took a video every single week with my progress. And week after week, I started getting progress. I started losing weight, and I remember the first 3 weeks I lost, I think it was like 15, 16 pounds. It was amazing.
Patrick, all this stuff is great, but I might need someone to keep me focused and accountable each day, not just once a week on our weekly calls. And look, I totally understand that. I really do. I mean, if it's once a week I'm talking to you on the phone live and you just have access to reach out to me, but you have to reach out to me yourself, I mean, there's no accountability there. You know, is that really going to work? And honestly, no. The answer is no. It needs to be more than that. To really make a transformation of your habits, you know, I'm going to get you covered. I'm going to cover that in a second. So we're going to go into that and how we're going to make that accountability even more intense than just the once a week. Okay, so just give me a second here, because you're going to get some amazing bunch of new bonuses just for getting started today. And yes, you are right. I learned over the years that, again, you're right, that once a week wasn't enough attention to really start getting someone on a new program that required permanent and short-term and long-term habit change. So here are the free bonuses that I am going to give you. Number 1, the private support and accountability group. It's a $297 value. Now this bonus will be pretty much exactly what was the missing piece, which is the accountability piece that I just mentioned, that I said, you know, that you may have been wondering, well, Patrick, I need daily support. I need daily accountability. So I'm going to make that happen. And between you and the other challengers, you're going to be required to check into the group. And we're going to have a specified days that you're going to be needing to check into the group. That way we can see how you're doing as a group, and we're going to be doing this together. We're going to be losing the 20 pounds together, so that you have a whole another team to support you, and you're going to be really supported and really accountable. And this is a huge thing in the program. Number 2 is the Freedom Journal. You're going to get the Freedom Journal, which is pretty much where you're going to track all the data. You can track all the nutrition, all the exercise stuff. You're going to track your results, your weight. Everything's going to be tracked in here. And I'm going to give that to you so you can put it all in one place, not have it in many places, and that's a $97 value. I'm also going to give you access to something really cool that only my top-level clients have access to, which is something called the Ultimate Workout Vault. I've never given access to anybody else except, again, my top clients that I work with privately, but I'm going to give it to you because it's going to rock your it's going to rock your results. So if you find any time during the 10-minute body weight workout, revolution workout, you want to just mix it up, try something different. I'm going to let you jump in there, and you're going to be able to download different types of workouts and the video and the blueprint to show you what to do. So we have flat abs workouts, butt, glutes, thighs, arm blasters, lower body tone, total body blaster, amazing ab workouts, killer cardio in 5 minutes, plus more. You'll have access to that, and it's going to be really awesome. You can use anytime. And again, it's a $197 value. Bonus number 4 is the Ultimate Nutrition Package. What it is a fat-burning cookbook, which has tons of recipes for breakfasts, lunches, and dinners that you can follow that are approved, that you can follow during the 6-week challenge. You're going to get access to 17 quick and easy fat-burning smoothie recipes that I teach you how to eat very quickly, in a way. If you're on a run, you want to grab a smoothie, and I teach you exactly how to do that. That are really amazing tasting ones as well. And there are some essential supplements that you're going to need forever, for the future, and in the challenge. And I break them down one by one, what I think is the best for you. That's not going to like drag your metabolism down, but more so give you basic things that are going to be important for you. And everyone always has questions: what do I have? What nutrients am I missing? Do I put it into a supplement? And what should I actually be consuming? And that's something you're going to get. I'm going to make sure you get that. Bonus number 5 is called the Flat Belly Formula. Basically, I found that a lot of my clients, they just didn't know how to contract the abs in the right way and breathe and connect those together to actually get a workout in your core without actually having to do a crunch, without actually having to do a plank or be in the gym or be even in your house. You can simply be in your car, learn how to contract your abs, and actually get a workout, and it's pretty amazing. And this is what I'm going to teach you in bonus number 5, which is a $97 value. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get everything: the 3-phase nutrition system, the Living Link diet, the weekly coaching with me, the unlimited daily coaching as well. You're going to have access to me to ask me any questions anytime, the weekly action plans and blueprints, the videos, the 10-minute body weight revolution program, the weekly action plan blueprint, and all the bonuses that I just went through. And that's a total value of $4,318. So you're probably wondering at this point, what's the cost? This is an investment in your health. But unlike most investments, with this investment, you can't lose money. So here's the deal. You're not going to pay $4,318, not even close. You just have to be willing to invest $497. This covers the entire 6-week challenge, everything that I just mentioned above. Now, let me ask you a question, and I want you to be completely honest with me. In this challenge, if all it did was help you drop 15 or 16 or even 12 pounds in the next 6 weeks, would it be worth it? Yeah, I think it definitely would be worth it. And if all it did was help you stop feeling sorry for yourself to get you back on track so you can finally feel yourself again, would it be worth it to you? Yes, it would. And if all this did was help you stop being self-conscious, finally to get motivated, to get the motivation you need to be able to do this all on your own, so you can finally stop saying I need to start working out again, and stop saying I'm going to start tomorrow, and stop saying I don't feel good about myself, and finally stop saying I need to get motivated, I don't know where to start. Would it be worth it if you could stop saying those things and feel confident again? Absolutely yes. So do you see how it makes sense to pay $497 and get started with this program so you can have these things, so you don't have to stay stuck where you are right now? I also want to make sure that the people that come into this challenge are serious about making new lifestyle habit changes to drop 20 pounds in the next 6 weeks, and they really truly want to keep it off and don't want to use any kind of short-term fix solutions or any kind of fad diets. Now wait, yes, just wait. I have one more awesome bonus for you. I wanted to do this just for the first 20 people. So bonus number 6 is $100 off for the first 20 people that sign up today. So you're going to get everything that I went over. $497 is gone. You're not going to pay that for the first 20 people. $397 is what you're going to pay. Or I'm going to do something really cool. I'm going to give you 3 installments, 3 payment installments of $167. And so you pay $167 today, and over the course of 3 months, you're going to be able to pay that off. The only thing is you're going to be paying a little bit more by doing that. So you're going to save and get still a discount by doing the paid in full option, which is always a better option. Now, here's what you're going to get today. And everything we talked about, you're going to get all this stuff. The Nutrition system includes a living lean diet, the coaching, implementation weekly calls, the daily coaching with me, unlimited access, the weekly action blueprints, the 10-minute body weight revolution program, the weekly action plan blueprints, the bonus nutrition package, the mindset formula journal, the unlimited workout vault, the flat belly formula, the private support and accountability group, everything well over $3,000. You're gonna get it just for $397. That's for the first 20 people that click below right now to get started today. And then after 20 people, it's gonna go back automatically to the $497 price.
Now, I mentioned earlier that you can't lose, and yes, it's true. When you invest in the 6-week body fat challenge, either one of these two things are going to happen. First is that you invest in the challenge, you get started on day number 1, and immediately you start seeing energy levels increase. You follow nutrition plans. I'm working with you personally. We're coaching together. You see lifestyle habits starting to change, and you're getting results. Maybe you lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15, 20. Maybe you lose 25, whatever it might be. Or number 2, you get in the challenge and maybe you just don't do everything in the challenge. Maybe you stop in week 1 or week 3 or week 4. Maybe frankly you just feel like, hey, look, I just don't like it, or maybe you don't like me. It doesn't matter at all whatsoever. If that's the case, just take advantage of my 30-day money-back guarantee, where again, for any reason whatsoever, just let me know and I'm gonna give you a refund within 30 days, no matter what the reason. You don't even have to tell me, no questions asked. And I want to do that because I truly believe that this program is going to be transformational, and I know that you're going to see the results in it very quickly, and you're going to see the passion and coaching I have and give that to you, and you're going to see that, and I know you're going to want to stay in the program.
So click the button below and get started right now. And you're going to go ahead and save $100. So rather than paying $497, you're going to pay $397, or easy 3-pay option if that's a lot easier for you from a financial standpoint. But do it right now, because once the 20 people have grabbed those spots, the price is going to go right back up to that $497. Just remember as well that there's only going to be 100 spots available in this challenge, so I can give everybody my focus and the attention that they deserve. So make sure that you grab your spot right now today before it's too late.
I really want to get you back on track and get you motivated again, and really help you lose 20 pounds in the next 6 weeks, just like I did, to get you focused on the right things, doing the right nutrition plan, the right exercise plan, and being accountable. I want to help you with all those things, and I know that I can. And not only are you going to lose at least 20 pounds, but everything that I teach you, everything that I give to you, you're going to take this for the rest of your life, and you're going to stay on track, and you're going to be super focused moving forward. And that's exactly what you get inside of the 20-pound, 6-week Ultimate Body Fat Challenge.
The way it works is pretty much I open up enrollment for the 20-pound, 6-week challenge, and then I close it down when all the spots are filled up. So I can start the challenge the following week. So we're going to get started really quickly here as soon as we fill it up. So right now is the time to get started. So click the button below to get started right now. I really want this to be an easy decision for you, because thinking about it really means no. I know that because I said that all the time. I will think about it all the time, especially when I was overweight. I mean, thinking about it is what kept me stuck, right? Because when you think about something, you can't make a decision to move forward. And it's really what didn't let me lose any weight. I couldn't lose any weight back in 2009, and that's because I was stuck, and I thought about it every day, but I didn't do anything about it. And that's when I gained 100 pounds. You know what I mean by this? I hope that makes sense. That thinking about it really is going to keep you where you are. I tell this to you because I have been exactly where you are. I totally understand how hard it might be to be where you're at right now. But what I have learned is the only thing in the way of me getting the results that I truly want are my excuses, and is thinking about it. And sometimes it might be a little uncomfortable, and it may require you to step outside your comfort zone. But I promise you that it will be worth it in the end. And think of it this way. For 1 hour of coaching, it would cost you $400 to work with me. And if you were to hire a personal trainer, it would cost you at least $2,000 to $3,000 per month, probably more than that, to lose 20 pounds to get back on track. And honestly, to get the kind of nutrition system that I'm giving you today in this program, in this challenge, if you were to see a nutritionist every single week, that alone would cost you over $1,000 per month by itself. I know, it's pretty crazy, right? So You pay a fraction of the cost, get access to everything, and get the same results. Plus, hiring a trainer, I would tell you, and a nutritionist is a waste of money. And it never works for most people because what happens to your nutrition the days you don't see them one-on-one? If you see them once a week, the nutritionist or the trainer, or twice a week, you know, what happens to your nutrition the other 5 days? You know, in this program, I'm literally having you post your nutrition to the group, or tracking it in the journal and turning it over, or whatever we need to do to make sure you get the results that you need. So click the button below to get started right now.
And one thing that I learned over the years that I constantly drill in my head when it comes to achieving a goal and moving forward toward it is that I can't have results and excuses. You can't have both, right? Either you're getting results, right? Or you are in excuse mode and you're in the problem mode. You're focusing on the problem and your excuses, and you're in that place. So I encourage you, I challenge you to take yourself out of that excuse mode and put yourself into the results mode, the moving forward mode, the next step mode, the action mode. And what is that right next step? And you know what it is for you. So if you're ready and you need the help and you're ready to take action and let me help you, just click the button below and let's get started together.
So click the button below and get started right now. And you're going to go ahead and save $100. So rather than paying $497, you're going to pay $397. But do it right now, because once the 20 people have grabbed those spots, the price is going to go right back up to that $497.
I just wanted to get rid of my stomach pooch that even my kids were starting to notice.
I had lost 15 pounds before Patrick's program.
And I'm going to be honest, I was skeptical in the beginning because you were online and I didn't know you, so who wouldn't be?
And I ended up kind of plateauing and got stuck.
Struggled initially because I didn't think I could afford it. I had 2 months before my wedding and I really just wanted to lose 20 pounds.
Nothing really worked for me. I couldn't find anything that would really work for me.
I started gaining a lot of weight when I got married. I gained about 67 pounds.
I told him that I thought I was too busy to work out.
I was unsure if it would work.
I almost didn't do it. I thought I would just gain the weight back again.
I mean, how can anyone promise 20 pounds in 6 weeks without dieting and cardio?
But I was definitely wrong.
I did the 6-week body fat challenge, and in the first 6 weeks, I lost 21 pounds.
I lost 29 pounds in the first 6 weeks. I'm kind of freaking out on how easy it was.
And in the following 2 weeks since then, I've lost another 6.
A total of 23 pounds.
It says that 20 pounds in 6 weeks is what the target is, and that's exactly what happened for me.
Dropped 4 pant sizes.
Lost 23 pounds with it.
Lose 21 pounds.
7 months later, I am still 25 pounds down.
Dropped 24 pounds in the 6 weeks.
And I ended up losing 23 pounds before my wedding.
Actually ended up dropping down to 5%, almost ridiculous.
And lost exactly 20 pounds.
I did it. I lost 20 pounds.
I lost 17 pounds.
I lost 27 pounds.
I had really lost 21 pounds.
You made me feel beautiful on my wedding day.
And it worked. I mean, it just worked like a charm.
Back down to my healthy weight of 185 like my doctor wanted.
Yep, the food plan and the workouts worked.
It gave me the kickstart I needed to really start getting back on track on my own.
Now my abs are finally showing.
And I have tons and tons more energy.
I was so shocked because I was spending like 10 or 20 minutes and it was actually working. It was working for me.
Guys, get into his 6-week challenge. That's what I can say to anybody who might be watching this video.
You need to take the challenge. It's worth the money.
Whatever it takes, you have to do this program. It will change your life.
So Patrick, you are the best out there. Thank you so much. Make sure you get into his coaching program.
It's definitely worth the money.
And I would recommend this to anyone that wants to lose weight that's watching this.
I would highly recommend it to anyone out there watching this video. You need to jump on this and do it right now.
So it works. I definitely recommend it, and Patrick's coaching during it was a big help.
It does really work.
Give my highest recommendation to Patrick Jones.
You really need to try this program. It's really worth it.
I think it's the best program. I really want to thank you, Patrick, for bringing it to me, and I think that everybody should give it a shot.